Jean Wehner var 14 år när hon utsattes för övergrepp av prästerna Neil Magnus och Joseph Maskell på Archbishop Keogh High School i Baltimore. Hon säger att förutom de fruktansvärda sexuella övergreppen och våldtäkterna använde paret även verbala övergrepp och skrämseltaktik.
He sat across from me and slowly as he's talking, he's taking the bullets out and he's putting them one at a time on the table in front of me. And then he put the gun up to my head. It was like Russian roulette, you know, and he pulled the trigger. I can still hear the click of the trigger. And it was deafening. It was so loud.
Paret skrämde henne även på andra sätt med obscena bilder.
And they would show pictures. He was showing pictures to me. One was of a little boy without a penis. Another was a woman without a tongue. And his phrase was, "You see what happens when you say bad things about people." They had books of children dressed in sexy lingerie.
Wehner säger att Maskell gick till andra ytterligheter.
Where he used a dog collar with a leash. I know that he used a paddle on me. He did enemas. He took me to a GYN. He had me have a forced abortion that I didn't even know I was having.
Överlevaren säger att hon också blev föremål för människohandel till en polis och en församlingsmedlem under Maskells överinseende. Efter en tid anförtrodde sig den traumatiserade tonåringen åt en vänlig lärare vid namn syster Kathy Sesnick.
So she said, is anybody making you do something you don't want to do? And I shook my head yes. And she said, are they hurting you? And I shook my head yes. And she said, is it the priest? And I looked at her and I shook my head yes. And she said something to the effect of, Jesus, I thought so. And she hugged me and she said, I'm going to take care of this. You go have a good summer.
Den unge läraren försvann dock kort därefter. Wehner säger att Maskell senare tog med henne för att se syster Kathys döda kropp.
She's crumpled on the ground. And I ran over and I noticed that she had maggots in her face. And he came down and said, you see what happens when you say bad things about people? I remember he had gloves on. He picked her up. And I remember there being a dumpster over to the right at some point and him putting her in it.
Polisen hittade syster Kathy Sesnick kropp i januari 1970. Hennes olösta mord låg till grund för den Emmy-nominerade Netflix-dokumentärserien The Keepers 2017. Wehner publicerade sina memoarer med titeln Walking with Alethea förra året som nu finns tillgänglig på Amazon.